guys, welcome to another episode of Mahjong Talk. I'm your host Peter Vong. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. Okay, so before I get started, there's an event on Mahjong Soul. It's called A Feast for Nyan. Now, I think the event is going, let's see. Oh, it started in January and it's going all the way up to February 15th. So if you want to get some rewards, you basically just, I think you share some food with your friends. Like you get these little food icons and then basically you share them with your friends. And I think they also share some with you. And then I think you get rewards from doing that. So yeah, so you get like, you know, if you want to get some free summons or you want to get some copper so you can buy some stuff. So be sure to check that out before it ends on February 15th. Okay, so let's just get started. So what I want to talk about today is I want to build on what I was talking about last, I think like 2 weeks ago, which was there's different ways of getting success in your life, and right now I want to focus on what are the wrong things that we do to achieve a certain level of success that we think is success. Such as I said in the last video, and if you haven't watched the last video, I'll be sure to put a link in, I guess, right here or right here. I always forget which direction to point when it comes to this stuff. I would have to say right here, probably. So what I talked about in the last video, if you haven't watched it, is we all have this vision of success, such as, you know, I want to have the most money, I want to be the most, I want to have the most power, I want to have the most pleasure in my life, you know. And we are bombarded by, like, you know, people that tell us, you know, if you don't work on these skills, such as, you know, getting the romantic partner you want, or being able to control your finances in a certain way, that so it makes you passive income and all this stuff, to make yourself financially free and all that. It can be very, very overwhelming because, you know, we humans, we're so used to doing the same thing over and over again that we kind of don't want to change things. So, you know, you either are pursuing power, money, or pleasure, you know, or a combination of the three. And that's reflected of every society, such as, you know, governments, companies, they want you to buy their products, so they'll be like, oh, well, if you're not buying a product, then you're not solving solving a problem in your life. Or, you know, if you're not buying stuff or you're not working, then you're not being productive in society. And, you know, what's wrong with you? It's like stuff like that, you know? And the thing of it is that I wanted to tell you guys that that's not all what life is about. You know, like, the successes in your life doesn't have to involve, like, money, power, or so describe this. And the thing is, like, if it's not any of those three things, like, sure, we want to be, like, have enough money to sustain us. I mean, some people want to be rich because they want to be able to have financial freedom and do whatever they want. At the same time, we have to ask ourselves, will that give us fulfillment in life? And that's a really hard question to answer because each individual person has individual experiences, and even though those experiences may lead to other people that have experienced this almost the exact same thing, but the patterns are going to be a tad different. So what do I mean by that? It's very abstract, you know, like a person's experience, like, you know, you start experiencing things when you're born, and, you know, the way your parents raise you is going to be totally different than the way another person's parents may have raised them. And the smallest details matter. Those small little tiny details matter. And you know, even though the way, like say two parents got together and they raised their babies almost exactly the same way, those parents are going to have different experiences, and those different experiences will influence how they raise their children. So even though the two parents, the two couples that are parents, even though they raise their kids almost the exact same way and they believe the same type of things on how to raise a child, the children that those two couples will raise could turn out completely different than, you know, from the other child, if that makes any sense. Which shows that not any two people are going to be like have the same personality as well as the same experiences. Wow, everyone's waiting, so no one's going to get any free points today. Yeah, and the thing of it is that even though you may see similarities with, like, let's say you compare yourself to another person, like whether it be through their upbringing or through their grades or through their achievements and your efforts, their experiences are going to be totally different, and your experiences are going to be totally different, and that makes that's uniquely to you. And, you know, there's always going to be insecurities there, because, like, let's say for example that you really want to make a lot of money, and then you meet someone who makes a lot of money and they make it so easy, but for you, you have to constantly struggle and you have to constantly keep working on yourself and working on your craft, and you always are a step behind this other person, and you're so fixated on being being at the level of success that person is. And to you, that's worth it. To you, that's worth it because you feel like, oh, I'm bettering myself. I'm probably putting myself outside of my comfort zone. All these different things that you keep telling yourself that you're doing to benefit your future. But what about that other person? What about that other person you're competing with? What is it that they're perceiving? They're probably perceiving the same thing that you're perceiving, is that they feel like they're not enough and they feel like they have to constantly on this grind. Or maybe they are on this grind, but it doesn't feel fulfilling to them because they feel like, oh, it's so easy. Like, you know, like what is the meaning of this? Like, I feel completely useless in my own life because I feel like all the stuff that I think is important is not being fulfilled. And that's what happens in life all the time. That's what happens in life all the time. And the truth of the matter is that if you're feeling insecure about something and you feel like you have to work hard at something, there will be another person that's better at you at that something. Just as there will always be a person that's trying to achieve what you have achieved, even though you may not think it's a big deal. It's like you guys are always competing on a certain type of game, but the games are different for every person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't think I don't even know what type of hand I'm going for, to be honest with you guys. Hopefully I can get something. Yeah, why not? Discard that one. And the thing of it is that you guys have different goals, individual goals. And, you know, do those goals involve you making a lot of money? Do those goals involve you, you know, like living on a beach somewhere, drinking like a pina colada, just reading a book? Oh, I think I might be in trouble because I have these two tiles and I could lose out. Oh, I'm loving this music, by the way. Okay. Well, as I always say to you guys, at least it wasn't on me. At least it wasn't on me. And, you know, I want you guys to achieve your goals, but also know that the goals that you set for yourself, there's always going to be a sense of achievement in them, but there's also going to be a sense of consequence. I remember like watching a video, like if you haven't heard of these YouTubers, they're called Cinema Therapy. They basically review movies, but one of the hosts is a director and the other one is a therapist. So basically, they discuss like what type of mental issues or mental hurdles that society, as well as the individual in question or the character in question in the movie, are going through. So, the licensed therapist would basically say stuff like, oh, I would recommend this character get this type of treatment or whatever. And you also get a better idea of how people think and how people perceive things in society through these two hosts like interacting and discussing how a certain movie would portray a character's mental condition or like mental issue, or just an issue in general. It could be just a social issue as well. And I love watching that I love watching their YouTube channel because it gives me more clarity through through media like that I enjoy, movies, and give me a better perception of how I should view myself in life. And like everybody, I'm also a work in progress. So if life is not all about perceiving power, power, money, and pleasure, then what is it for? What is worth pursuing? And that's something that I'm still wondering about myself, because I'm not guilty of pursuing these three pursuits. Like for me, like if you guys have watched me for a while, you guys know that I'm really into investing and also passive income, because I believe why work for money when money could work for you? It's a great life hack, but at the same time, it also takes time to build. But a lot of people want to get money so fast that, oh, I want to have money now so I can relax now while I'm young and, vibrant and full of so much energy. At the same time, everybody wants that, but unfortunately, it's a big hurdle to climb because, some people get there through real estate. Some people get there through through the stock market. Some people get it through, cryptocurrency and all that stuff, or a combination of the three. But it's never easy to do. It's never easy to make more money. But at the same time, oh, dang. And they have some shinies too. How much have I lost? Yeah, I'm in 4th place. Dang it. Well, I can still catch up. There's two more rounds. Hopefully I can catch up. Oh, but this hand is a mess. I'm not liking this. Well, it's all about fun in the game. Fun in the game. You know, I take a drink of water. And so if it's not about pursuing money or power or pleasure, what is life all about? And I think life is all about you finding meaning in what you really want to do, even if it doesn't make you money. Like YouTubers, for example, they make YouTube videos. At the beginning, they didn't have 1,000 subscribers. They probably were lucky enough to get one, probably within the first couple months. I'm grateful to you guys that you guys came to me, and basically watch my content, because, I make this stuff for you guys because I want you guys not to feel as if society is pushing you to the curb because of your lack of experience in the corporate world or your experience in the job force in general, because life itself is not easy. But just because it's not easy doesn't mean it's not going to be filled with so much negativity pointed towards in your direction. Because if you perceive it that way, you're going to keep victimizing yourself based on your decisions and based on your situation. And I don't want you guys to feel that way, because I sometimes go through those dark moments myself whenever I go to work. And, I don't hate my job, but at the same time, there are times when I just don't want to go. I don't want to wake up early at times, but I still do it because, like, I have to make an income. And also, it keeps my parents from worrying about whether I'm going to end up suffering, due to lack of funds. And, like some people, they're willing to give up their life. They're willing to give up, like, their job just to pursue one thing that they really love. And I give credit to those people because they have the strength to push on and do what they want to do, like to be an actress or to be a dancer or any of those type of dreams that people think, oh, that's too competitive. You're not going to be successful because there's too much competition and all that stuff. At the same time, like, what would you have to ask yourself, what would you do if money wasn't an issue? Like if you had a lot of money and basically you could do anything you want, what would it be? Some people want to travel. They want to blog about their traveling adventures. They want to explore. Some people, they just want to stay home and like they want to help people through like the comfort of their own computer system. Like just go on the internet and just talk to people. Like sometimes you have to ask yourself, why do people become therapists? Like when you think about it, therapists don't get paid a lot of money, but yet they still do it. Why? Because they want to help people. I mean, at least I hope that's the motivation. I'm probably not going to get a tile. Because I'm still behind. I'm still forming this hand here. I mean, this hand is starting to form, though. Will I get my tile, though? That's the real question, because I just need one tile. I probably won't, because the game's going to end. Oh, at least I get some points. That's not bad. Who is East? Oh, that's me. So basically the game still continues with East 3. That's good, because it gives me another chance. Yeah, and the thing of it is that, like, you have to think about, like, what was it like for you as a kid when you didn't have to worry about stuff like, oh, money and all that stuff. And what would you do for free? What would you do for free? And I'm not saying, like, take what you wanted as a kid and then just put it to your life. But what I'm saying is that think about what you liked as a kid. Like, what was the feeling of, like, doing a certain activity as a kid and you just found it fun and you just wanted to get better at it and you just kept doing it. And then try to take that same feeling and try to implant it in something that you know will not only enjoy your life, but also that could potentially be something that someone could probably be interested in and needing. Or meet a community that has like that particular interest as well. Because for me, like if you guys watched me for a while, I've discussed my interest in mathematics and physics. I know it's a nerdy hobby, but it's me. And I like, thanks to the internet and Discord, I managed to get into certain Discord servers about mathematics and physics, and I would discuss stuff with people way smarter that I could ever achieve. Some of them are still in school or graduate students, and they're learning all about all the deep essences of this complex stuff that I really want to learn. And of course, ooh, yes, finally I win something. That's not that much, but at the same time, like, it's something. Oh, nice, second place. Now I just have to maintain it. Or get first place. But I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, though. Yeah, and you know, it's all about finding those communities as well. And I think that's also the thing that we live for too, is like trying to find those communities that we know will enhance our interests and somehow boost us to get to the point where our interests actually earn us a living. And that's the most fun part about life is like, what is something that you really love and then suddenly you can make it into a job. And of course, there's a dark side to that as well because like when you make your hobby your job, it becomes this rigmarole of like, you know, oh, I have to think of it like a business now. And you know, people don't like thinking of their own interests and hobbies as businesses because it takes the fun out of it, and also it puts a lot of unneeded stress on you. But some people also like the responsibility of handling that. This person really is like getting good hands. Uh, these safe tiles. That's the problem. Okay, that passed. And also life is all about like these risky moments. These risky moments. Because like right now I don't know what tile I should throw out. Oh, please don't tell me that's... Okay, thank goodness. Because we humans also like to live off the edge. And Mahjong can sometimes put me on the edge. Okay, that's a safe tile. I can throw that out. But I didn't like that I had to discard like a pair like that. That's 9. I just hope I don't deal into this person's tile. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna deal with that. That's a safe tile. Because the thing of it is that everyone wants to go on the safe path sometimes. But sometimes if you're always on the safe path, you don't really... Life doesn't feel as rewarding because you feel like you're not really being challenged. What will this person deal? Oh, okay. That gives me free space to deal this. But now I have another tile that... Oh, well, I discarded 2 9s, so maybe they don't need it, but maybe they do. They could have an edge weight. Oh, this is a tough decision. Okay. So they don't have edge weight. What did they win on? Oh, lucky I didn't discard any of those 4s. Wow, this person's like on a roll. But since they won, I'm still in 2nd place. So I just have to maintain it now. I just have to maintain it, guys. Yeah, if you guys like have... I'm interested to know exactly what pursuits do you guys want to do, but you feel as if you can't get a career through it right now. Because I have faith in you guys. I believe that whatever you're interested in, and even though to you it doesn't seem like, oh, not many people are interested in it, and I probably won't make that much money doing it, you can still do it. You can still do it. You could probably earn like a little bit from it, you know? It's like with me, like with investing, because like, you know, yeah, I'm working for my money, but at the same time, I'm also making my money work for me. So, you know, I will gain a little bit in the long run. So basically, to me, you could say I'm pursuing money. True. I will not deny that it seems like hypocrisy on my behalf. At the same time, what I really want is just freedom. I just want to be able to free myself from, you know... oh, this is a tough decision to make. Because I can go... Nah, I don't think so. I think that's like too many possibilities. That's like too much waiting for tiles. I was thinking about making like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Okay. Wow. So this person might be in 2nd place now. Let's see. Yeah, they are. I lost my 2nd place. No. Yeah, like if you guys have certain pursuits that you really want to achieve, leave it down in the comments down below. I'm curious to know. because I believe in you guys and I want you guys to live their best life. Because the point I'm making, and I will end with this, is that I want you guys to pursue a life with meaning. And I know it's grim to think about it this way, but think about what would you want on your gravestone for all your friends and family to see and remember you by, because that's what you're going to leave behind. I know that's grim, and a lot of people don't want to think about it that way. They wouldn't be like, oh, I want to live forever. I want to live as much as I can so I can do the things I want to do. But that's fine. But time is always never on our side. So things can happen, and what's the legacy you want to leave behind? Some people say they want to leave a legacy where they basically leave wealth to their future descendants. Some people say they want to leave a legacy where, they were just a good person. And I want you guys to find out what your own legacy is. And make sure it has meaning to you. Not meaning to what people are trying to tell you should admire or what you should pursue. Okay. I didn't get that much copper because I came on third place. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my main screen here. Am I back on my main screen? Yes, I am. Okay, guys. I hope you like what you saw. If you like what you saw, considering hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on my latest videos. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to engage a game with me, or talk about life in general with me or my friends, you can catch us on the Newbridge Discord server. Okay, guys, as I always say, everyone is precious. You're as precious as everyone else. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.